Welcome, Aries, to your May Astrodice reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers and anyone new to my channel. Welcome, welcome. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. For those of you who are new, this is where we take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. Okay. Aries, my beautiful Aries. What is going on with Aries this month? Ooh. You have the South Node coming up with Aries energy in the 4th house. Nice. So talking about that South Node, we're talking about karma, no matter what. Getting past that karma represents issues concerning your past karma. It is speaking of your unremembered past. If you've had this, it's talking about the behavioral patterns that have their roots in the past lives of reincarnation. So we're talking about the past, okay? Things that you bring from the past, whether it's from reincarnation is, one thing, but it's also from the past of childhood, teenage, young life, adulthood, things of that nature as well. It doesn't have to be 100% reincarnation from when you lived in, the days of the pharaohs in Egypt. Okay, so just remembering that and getting straight into the South Node. I don't have a South Node card, so we use Vesta for the North and South nodes, only because it's the goddess within your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity. It is a karmatic card. It is talking about your spiritual center, your soul itself, and the karmic is always within the soul, so it's a great card. And going straight into Aries, using your own energy over here in this month of May. The energy around you is dynamic, spontaneous, crusading, impulsive, and impulsive action is likely, and that usually always is the case, right? Okay, sooner or later. Okay, at least once a week. Okay, here we go, and straight into the 4th house of your roots and your being. So we're talking about that karma of that past life that you were holding on to, any karmic lessons that you needed to work on, since we are karmic beings, is what it's talking about. So let's see what's going on with you in the situation. The situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and the end of the month. What were the things that you've learned within that karma? Or what you still need to learn to get past that karma, right? So sometimes it's a little bit of, sometimes both, or one or the other. Okay. Feeling the beginning of the month like you don't have a whole lot of victory. You are trying to get out of being stuck, though, with a compromise. So anything that you feel like you didn't have any victory in the beginning of the month, you're going to feel like, yeah, well, you know what? This might not be victorious within the area of your soul is kind of telling you that past karma is still not really 100% gone just yet. You're still working on it, but you're trying to get out of being stuck in that rut. I do feel like you are taking the action to compromise with the situation within the 4th house. So it could, the roots of yourself, your family, your love life, all those things. You are working towards the Ace of Wands. Because it's not victorious. You know that this is not where you want to be. Things are kind of, it's kind of like being stuck in a rut and you're trying your hardest to move over here, Aries. Yeah, with compassion, it could be towards a new love. So within your 4th house, it could be the things that you love or for the love of yourself, knowing that this is not where you want to be. Oh, yes, look at that. Swiftly trying to take this action, swiftly trying to come up with this, with the ideas of how I'm going to compromise with this. How am I not going to fight myself on this anymore? And where do I move? So I feel like there's a lot of, look at all the action being taken. Taking the action with the Hangman, with all the fire. So no wonder you're over here. This is impulsive, and this is definitely impulsive because it feels like you're trapped and you're sick and tired of it. So by giving yourself a little bit more love, or somebody else a little more love, you have this realization in its own self with the Hangman that this can change, this can change, and it can. So you're going to be working very hard in the beginning of the month to change this around and swiftly change this around. If you guys feel like you have been cursed, you know, from your past life, or from somebody, or, you know, however, it's over, right? It's definitely over. No more of that. Not going to be dwelling on that anymore. Getting straight out of that. So it does feel like there is a divine presence around you that is saying, hey, you know what? Don't think about that anymore. You're divinely protected. You don't have to do that anymore. Yeah, definitely, because you're moving on from that. So it does feel like by taking the action against it, you are getting rid of that way of thinking. Yeah. Oh my God, there's that Aries energy, Aries Taurus energy again coming up as the Emperor in the mid-month, really taking the action to get away from anything that was, seems like you were stuck in a nightmare or a curse, or, you know, did I curse myself, or whatever karmic thing was going on. And it feels like you're learning about these. You didn't want to take the, you're not taking any more foolish risks. That's really what it is. And it feels like that's really what you've learned over here with your karma, your karmic past, is maybe you take a lot of foolish risks. Maybe some of your impulsive actions are too impulsive, to the point to where they're not necessary. They're definitely impulsive. They're risky, and they seem to hurt you more than help you. And it could be even within love. Maybe you're tired of taking a risk within that love area. For your fourth house. It's hurting the fourth house, no matter what. Maybe you jump into a relationship too quick, and it's too impulsive. And then it goes sour because you didn't give it enough nurturing with the Queen of Cups. Expecting too much from one relationship without really getting to know each other. I'm really feeling that for some of you. Whoa. So, yeah, you've learned over here as the Empress. Yeah, you've learned that by not thinking logically about the situation, it just brings nightmares. The more that I do things that are illogical and take these risks without really thinking about what I'm doing, it just ends up hurting. So you're really learning this, Aries, about how not to do that. Really over here with the Page of Swords. So something that you've been doing within yourself ends up hurting yourself in the end, or your house, right? If you're gambling a lot or something like this, it could end up hurting the house because you're wasting money. Take it how it resonates. But however it is, it's been illogical thinking. It's not well thought out plans. It's just jumping into something without really thinking about it. And now you're working hard to have better realizations, to really look and study the situation at hand, whether it's love or how much money you want to spend gambling, or, you know, however it is, or realizing that maybe you have a gambling problem, something of this nature that ends up hurting, right? In the end of the month, you have the Star going after the goals. The Three of Wands, you're not really seeing the ships coming in just yet. You haven't really seen a whole lot of progress. You're still working hard in May to get through this progress, through this situation, to get your progress. So you're working very hard to get past it, and you've built your own, whether, like I said, whether or not this is karma from the past life, maybe you were some, I don't know, Kenny Rogers, gambling man, in the cowboy days. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's going to be different for everyone. Or is it something that you've been doing a long time, that you've been doing since you turned 21, 18, hit Vegas, haven't stopped gambling, and now it's hurting, and I have to really learn not to do this? Take it how it resonates. Living and loving in all the wrong places, giving your heart out too quick. Yeah, but the progress is not really seen a whole lot yet, as you're still continuing to heal, getting to your goals, but you have the recognition that you are going on the right path to get rid of this and to fix this bad karma, because this is what it is. It's a karmatic cycle that you really need to break, because it seems to be breaking you in a lot of ways. And yeah, look at that. It causes anxieties. You're still having some anxieties about it. And it might even be that you still kind of, for some of you, still have the itch. I have too much money in my pocket and it's burning a hole in my pocket. So you might still have that itch going on that you're trying to break the itch. If I too many clothes, I do this, I do that, whatever it is. So yeah, there's that karma coming up. So you really are trying to heal and get your karma back to where it is and get it justified and get yourself balanced to where it's supposed to be. And really working hard on that, on relieving yourself from that bad karma. Yeah, you have the 10 of Swords. Like I said, it feels like for a lot of you still have this kind of itch going on at the end of the month where it's like, you know, trying to break that obsession. It could be even an obsession, or maybe it's an addiction, right? But you're trying to break that. It's kind of breaking you. It's kind of putting you into a corner because you want the progress that you want, but you're not really seeing a whole lot of it just yet. It's going to take a while because whatever it is that you're doing, the progress, you have to keep moving, right? You have to keep moving before you can really get past that. It takes a lot of hard work to get past things. Yeah, and it's kind of giving you 3 of Swords. Definitely. Definitely. But you are passionate over here with the Knight of Wands. This is your own card coming out because you can clearly see what the problem is. See, and that's what it's all coming down to. Hey, you know what? I see where the problem is. I know what the problem is. So, and even though you might have that 7-day itch or whatever, to, you know, go back to whatever it was you were doing over here, Aries, you know that this is the best thing for your family. This is the best thing for yourself. And that there is better results out there. You just have to, you know, keep working for the perfect timing for that harmony and that healing to come through. And then better things will start coming from that, right? So really working hard this month to get past that. I hope this comes up in your spiritual reading this month, so that way, or your chakra reading, so that way we can kind of get through this, and then hopefully we can do this together with spirit for you. So I will make a note of that, so I don't forget that hopefully we will talk about this imbalance, this karmic thing that's going on with you. Okay, and until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.